Hi, my name is Elaine Brelsford, and I'm with the American Quilter Society, and we're here today with Lynne Pillus from Oroville, California, to talk about her quilt, Autocar. I have a couple questions to ask you. Tell me how you begin to work on a piece such as this.
I take a photograph and then I lay a piece of acetate over the photograph, trace the photo, assigning values to each section of the photo.
Are you tracing it with like a permanent marker on
Yes,
that?
I use the Sharpie Ultrafine.
Okay.
And after I get the whole thing all traced onto the acetate, I project it up onto my wall, or I take it down to the copy center and have it blown up to 36 by whatever.
So now you're working on a piece that's traced the size that you want the quilt to be?
Yes.
Okay.
I trace my pattern onto my backing fabric using a transfer medium. I use Transdoodle because it's chalk-based and not oil-based.
Mm-hmm.
And get that all traced, being careful to trace my value markings. And then I cover my entire backing fabric with my fusible.
Okay.
Remove it, and I use a fusible that's sticky. Then I trace my pattern onto freezer paper. So I have my pattern. Being careful to transfer my value markings too. Then I can cut out my pieces, iron them on the right side of my fabric, which is almost probably 99% batiks. Because it's raw edge,
Mm-hmm.
Using a batik cuts down on the fraying.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And because they're smaller, they're a higher thread count, and usually in the dyeing process they use wax, which tends to stabilize the fabric.
Which makes it nice for that application.
Which makes it nice for that application, yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned values, not color.
Yes, I use 7 values. Very light, light, medium, dark, dark, and very dark. And so I have bins that are marked that I have my fabric sorted in ahead of time. And I'm very careful when I take one out and cut a piece to put it back where it belongs, because I really don't want to sort them again.
Right. You do that once.
I want to do it once, and that's all.
Okay. So now you have that, you have your freezer paper on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you do from there?
I cut out my pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I cut them with, I don't cut them with scissors.
Okay.
I cut them with the little tiny 18 millimeter rotary cutter.
Yes.
You'd be surprised how much detail you can get
with that smaller cutter.
With that smaller cutter. Yeah, you can get, these little things here easily.
Okay.
And put them up because I like to use a sticky fusible. I can put my pieces up where they belong.
Mm-hmm.
And because I traced my pattern on the backing fabric and it shows through the fusible, I can put the piece where it goes.
Right.
I can tell where it goes.
So everything kind of butts up to where it's supposed to.
And it all butts up together.
Okay.
And I don't fuse it until the whole thing is done. So I can step back and look at it and say, oh, I really don't like that yellow here. And pull it off and change it.
Right.
And then I fuse it all at one time.
Okay.
And then I quilt it.
All right. Now, what kind of thread do you use?
I like the Superior King Tut, the variegated. I love variegated thread. And I try to follow the form and shape of whatever it is I'm quilting.
Just kind of echo that shape.
Like the roundness of the fender, mm-hmm. or the flatness of the roof.
Okay. How did you choose the car?
Well, my other hobby was photography,
Uh-huh.
and I photographed a harvesting machine that I really liked. It wasn't such a great photo, but I thought, I wonder if I could do that in fabric. So I did. And then I thought, there's some pretty interesting old farming equipment, because I live in farm country. And I have some friends who are farmers and people I worked with who are farmers who let me go out and wander around their equipment yards with my camera.
How fun.
It was very fun. And so I have lots and lots and lots of pictures.
So how many quilts using this technique have you made?
Probably about 15.
Okay.
And my head is full of quilts.
You have more,
more
to go.
More. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And are you always taking photographs thinking that would be a great one
Yes.
to use that medium?
Yes, and I frequently If my husband and I are driving somewhere, I'll frequently say, "Pull over,
You're
there's a
stopping
truck."
Well, this is great fun. Thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
and talking with us about your technique.
Thank you very much.